the class as a whole, I mean, I think, you know, we classically addressed every single event across the board with this group. Whether it's a sprint freestyle, a distance freestyle, IMers, flyers, backstrokes, I mean, we covered the gambit with that. And that's, this is probably one of the first classes in recent memory where we addressed everything. I think in the past we've addressed specific needs, maybe in some certain areas, but here I think we have a great collection of guys, a great collection of students, a great collection of athletes that are going to hit the entire event profile for us through the entirety of their 4 years here. We've had our eye on Nick for quite some time. He's a Mission Viejo Nadador. That's his club program, just a tradition of success down in Southern California. One of his teammates, Janardan Burns, has always been keeping us up to date about Nick's progress. And just to see his continued maturation during his high school years and taking that into you know, the Junior Pan Pac meet this past August in 2014, where he represented the U.S. In the distance events. You know, Nick's going to come in and impact those events for us immediately. David is another swimmer that we've been fortunate enough to have from Class Aquatics down in Southern California. We've been very, very successful in having those athletes from that club program transition to our program here at Cal. They've had tremendous upside, whether it's Hunter Cobley coming in as a breaststroker, Jesse Reichman coming in as a backstroker, and now David is going to be another Class Aquatic swimmer that's going to come in and impact our program. We certainly like his event profile, is that he's going to sprint for us. He's also going to get over on his back and do some backstroke for us. And that's going to be extremely helpful as he goes and as he moves through his 4 years. Carson Sand is an athlete that we always like to see come into our program. If you watch his trajectory, his time improvement in his main events and the breaststroke events, it's been just on a nice path. And someone that is local, is a Cal fan, and subsequently a Cal swimming fan. We love to have guys that have that passion about our program, you know, well before they get here. So we're excited to welcome him in. And we always like to try and have a breaststroker in the class, a breaststroker or two. I mean, we love to have those guys come in, because that's something that we feel like we have a good stable of, a great training environment for. Nort's going to get his hands on them and do wonders with them. So we're really fortunate to have Carson coming in, and being 20 minutes away is just fantastic. To welcome Carson and his family into our environment in the fall of 2015 is going to be really, really special to our program. Andrew Celaskar is you know, certainly one of the top high school swimmers that's out there, and the thing that we really look for, that we really like in the collegiate environment, is versatility. And Andrew provides that, whether it's in the IM events, butterfly events, the breaststroke events, but he can also swim all sorts of distances in freestyle. So that's going to be something that is going to be fun to work with from a training environment, because we know we can put him in some different lanes with our athletes that we have in our environment, our 6 national teamers that we have on our current team, and Andrew coming in as a national teamer is somebody that's going to come in. We can put him over in the distance freestyle and say, hey, tear it up with Janardan Burns. We can put him into the backstroke and say, hey, tear it up with Pebbly and Ryan Murphy. We can put him over in the IM and say, hey, tear it up with Josh Pernot and Connor Green. And so there's a lot of versatility. We can put him in a sprint freestyle and say, hey, try and tear it up with Seth Stubblefield. And so there's a lot of versatility that we can have with someone like Andrew from a training environment, and that's going to really translate really well from a race environment, and that we can move him around a lot, that we can just not necessarily pigeonhole him in a couple of events, but we can really let him flourish and really find the best event profile for him in a college perspective, but also translate that really well to an international perspective and start helping him with his international goals as he steps foot here in the fall of 2015. Ken is another one of those athletes that just has a passion for our program. Came up and visited unofficially with his dad, came back on an official visit, and just, you could just tell, just wanted to be here. Ken is another athlete that has, and that provides tremendous versatility, whether it's in the IM events, and we always love to have IMers in our class, because I think from a training perspective, we can move those athletes around a lot. And Ken, coming from his background down in Southern California with the Aquazot swim program, we know that he is very, very well prepared to come in here in the fall of 2015 and impact our program. And so we're looking forward to having him and welcoming him during that time. The thing that we really appreciated about Michael is maybe not having a geographic familiarity with our program. And so making the trek from Pennsylvania out to Cal to take a look at it for the first time physically on his official recruiting trip, and then to be immersed in the environment, to be immersed in the culture, and to really kind of fall in love with the environment here was something that we really valued. I think we benefit from a lot of guys in the state of California knowing what we're about, how we move, how we act, you know, the swimmers that we take and press forward. Michael saw that for the first time on his official visit, and I think as he went through the process, kept always coming back to that. Michael, as a swimmer, provides tremendous versatility for us. Whether it's a 200 fly, a 200 back, a 200 IM, we have a lot of ways, a 100 backstroke, we have a lot of different ways to go with Michael, and I think that's going to provide a huge challenge for Yuri and myself to find the right 3 events for him. He is trained very well. He comes from a great program, and we're looking forward to having Michael here in the fall and having him impact our environment, not only at the Pac-12 level, but at the NCAA level immediately in his freshman year.